Welcome back to Mega Psyche, where we talk about the psychology of love, relationships, and the hard truths that most people feel long before they are ready to face them. Today, we are talking about something that a lot of men have experienced, but very few have ever had properly explained to them. And if this video finds you at the right moment, it might save you months of confusion and pain. When a woman starts cheating, you feel before you ever see it. Her energy shifts, her tone changes. Something in the atmosphere between you feels different, and deep down, a part of you already knows. You just do not want to believe it yet. So today, Mega Psyche is breaking down 5 subtle psychological signs that reveal when a woman has already emotionally or physically checked out a relationship. Not the obvious signs everyone already knows. The quiet ones, the ones that hide in plain sight. Drop a 1 in the comments if you have ever felt something was wrong in a relationship before you had any proof, because that instinct is more important than most men realize. Sign 1. She suddenly becomes too honest. At first it feels refreshing. She used to be slightly guarded, but now she is open, volunteering stories, mentioning names freely, showing you things casually. It looks like trust. But here is the psychology behind it. When a woman is already cheating, her biggest fear is not getting caught. It is looking like she is hiding something. So she does the opposite. She becomes strategically transparent, giving you small, harmless doses of truth. So your mind relaxes and stops looking closely. She will casually mention a guy's name. She will even tell you who texted her. But what she is actually doing is training your mind to stop paying attention. Because once you believe she is open, the real things happen quietly behind that openness. Here's what to watch. When her stories grow longer but her genuine affection grows shorter, that is your signal. Because real honesty builds closeness. Performed honesty builds distance. Those two things feel completely different when you are paying attention. Sign 2. She starts accusing you of exactly what she is doing. Suddenly she is suspicious of you, asking where you have been, who you are texting, why you seem distant. And you are sitting there genuinely confused because nothing about you has changed. This is called guilt projection, and it is one of the most well-documented psychological defense mechanisms that exists. When someone is carrying guilt for something they're doing, the mind sometimes shifts that guilt outward onto the closest person. It is emotional misdirection, like a magician distracting you with one hand, while the real trick happens with the other. While you are busy defending yourself and proving your innocence, she is buying herself more time. And if you are a good man, you will fall right into it. You will start over-explaining, showing your phone, reassuring her constantly. But here's the truth. Healthy relationships do not produce sudden suspicion from nowhere. If her accusations appear without any real change in your behavior, it is not your behavior that changed. It is her conscience that did. Stay calm. Do not argue endlessly, because accusations without evidence are very often confessions in disguise. Sign 3. She starts disrespecting you. It starts small, a subtle eye roll, a sarcastic comment that lands harder than it should. Then it grows. She interrupts you, mocks your opinions, treats your presence like an inconvenience. Here is the psychology behind why this happens. When guilt becomes heavy enough, the mind searches for a way to balance it. And the most common way is to find fault in the person being betrayed. She picks at your flaws, exaggerates your weaknesses, creates a version of you in her mind that justifies what she is already doing. You will start hearing things like you have changed or you do not make me happy anymore. And you will genuinely start wondering if you did something wrong. But understand this clearly. Her disrespect did not start because you changed. It started because her loyalty did. Disrespect is the mind's way of making betrayal feel justified. And here is the critical mistake most men make. They chase the respect back. They apologize to end the tension. They try to remind her of what they once had. But you cannot negotiate respect once it has been deliberately withdrawn. Stay grounded. Respond with calm authority. Because a man who cannot be emotionally destabilized becomes the most unpredictable and powerful thing in that dynamic. Make sure you're subscribed to Mega Psyche right now, because we bring this level of psychological honesty to relationships every single week. Sign 4. She gets angry for no clear reason. The The same woman who used to laugh easily now gets irritated when you speak. Your presence that used to bring comfort now seems to bring pressure. What is happening underneath? This is a psychological process called emotional splitting. Her guilt needs somewhere to go, and the easiest release valve is to turn you into the villain in her own mind. She picks small fights at first, then larger ones. All of it is building a story internally where you become the reason she is pulling away. Her mind tells her, if he is the problem, then what she is doing makes sense. And that thought becomes her escape from facing what she is actually doing. But here is what most men miss. Her anger is not really about you. It is about her own internal conflict. She is caught between guilt and temptation. And instead of sitting with that discomfort honestly, she projects it outward onto you. Do not argue. Do not sink into the chaos with her. Stay silent and centered. Because the moment you match her emotional chaos, you lose the clarity you need to see exactly what is happening. Let her behavior reveal itself, because instability always tells the truth eventually. Sign 5. Your gut already knows. Every man watching this has felt it. That quiet, uneasy feeling in your chest that says something is wrong. You have no proof, no screenshots, no concrete evidence. You just know she is distant but defensive, present but somehow completely absent. Her energy feels fundamentally different, and that is not paranoia. That is your intuition working exactly the way it was designed to work. Here is the psychology behind it. Your body picks up on shifts in tone, timing, emotional availability, and energy patterns before your conscious mind catches up to what it all means. You will start second-guessing yourself because she will convince you that it is all in your head. But remember this, real love does not create constant confusion. It creates peace. If you are living in unrest, that unrest is not random. Men are often taught to ignore intuition, to wait for proof, to be logical and rational and patient. But by the time you have concrete proof, the emotional damage is already done. She has already been gone emotionally long before anything physical happened. Your intuition is not weakness. It is your built-in warning system that does not need evidence because it reads energy directly. When that energy shifts, trust what you feel. Here is what Mega Psyche wants you to walk away with today. You are not crazy. You are not paranoid. If these signs feel familiar, that recognition is not coincidence. It is your mind finally giving you permission to trust what you have already been sensing. Stop chasing confessions that will only come wrapped in half-truths. Stop fighting for clarity from someone who has already decided to hide from it. When a woman genuinely loves you, she protects the relationship. She does not test it repeatedly. And when her energy shifts, the most powerful thing you can do is not react with anger or desperation. It is to return to yourself, your peace, your standards, your life, because in the end, the real power is not in exposing her truth. It is in refusing to let her betrayal